No one was ready for this, ladies and gents. In part because Coinbase is the biggest cryptocurrency market in the world, the price of the XRP Ripple coin is going up. Truth be told, the world is crazy, and with XRP's help, anything is possible. Ripple cryptocurrency experts say that there will soon be a new breed of millionaires and that XRP could go up in value to $2,200.00. It's pretty cool, so watch the whole movie. Let's get to the point without any more disc notes that don't add anything. Bull runners were the first to report that Coinbase had submitted an application to offer XRP futures through its trading arm. This has caused a lot of excitement in the XRP market. A lot of people have ideas about how it will happen, could change the price of XRP and the way the market works. Coinbase Institutional said that a company, Coinbase Derivatives, has asked the Commodity Futures Trading Commission to let XRP futures contracts self-certify. If everything goes as planned, trade in the XRP futures contract will begin on April 21st. This will give buyers a safe and inexpensive way to find out more about XRP. Traders can bet on an asset's future value with futures contracts. This could make the market more liquid and draw institutional investors. XRP has had a hard time for a long time because U.S. rules have not been clear. This could be a big turning point for the coin. If Coinbase is able to properly launch XRP futures, it will show that XRP is seen as more trustworthy by authorities and investors as institutional interest grows. There are several ways that the use of XRP futures could be good for the currency. There will be safer ways for both big and small sellers to use XRP, which could lead to more trades. When liquidity is high, there is usually more trade, which makes it easier for XRP futures may appeal to a new breed of investors who like to guess. These futures let big investors enter and leave positions without letting prices change too much. Individuals who trade on futures markets often use leverage, which lets them manage more XRP with less money. Not only does debt raise risk, but it also makes price changes bigger. A lot of ups and downs in the price of XRP could happen. Prices used to change when big cryptocurrency futures trade started. As an example, more people and businesses started using both Bitcoin and Ethereum when futures for them were made available and backed by platforms like the Chicago Mercantile Exchange. A lot of people think that the same thing might happen to XRP. There is more trust in Coinbase than in any other cryptocurrency market in the U.S. Now that it supports XRP futures, the price may go up. It already trades futures contracts for Bitcoin and Ethereum on its derivatives platform. If XRP is added to this list, it may bring in big traders who have been staying away from the currency because of uncertainty about the rules. Coming in new money from derivatives players is a big reason why Coinbase might raise the price of XRP in spot trade. Real asset futures contracts must be bought by investors, but traders can bet on price changes with less money. Big businesses could now get into the XRP market without having to own the coin. Also, big investors would only trade derivatives on websites that are regulated, which would make trading more active overall. Coinbase is successfully bridging the gap between traditional finance and cryptocurrency by adding XRP futures to the mix. This makes XRP a more appealing investment option. A lot of people in the XRP community were happy about the news, but some were quick to... When Adam, a former Coinbase user, criticized Coinbase Institutional for its original statement and the deleted post called Ripple Futures, it got a lot of negative feedback from XRP owners who had been confused for years about the difference between XRP and Ripple. Adam said Coinbase should have known the difference by now. We already know that Coinbase's move could send prices through the roof. But what do experts think could make the price of XRP reach a new all-time high? Some of these predictions are going to blow your mind, I promise. XRP Futures is a business that sells a digital good named XRP. Let's see what the best experts have to say. Think will happen with XRP in the future. As a result, the market is getting more excited about the digital assets breakout, and analysts, cryptocurrency fans, and members of the media are all expecting big price changes. Some people say that people who own XRP could see their investments grow into huge amounts of cash. One well-known person in the public, John, the price of XRP recently went down, but Squire is still optimistic and thinks that people who own XRP will have a bright future. In 5 years, he thinks everyone will wish they had bought XRP now. Steph, who is well known in the cryptocurrency world, agrees and says that the next big rise in the price of XRP could make a lot of people rich. These big claims aren't completely false. There have been times when the price of XRP has suddenly gone up, which caught the market off guard, especially when people are saving for what kind of growth do we care about? Could XRP's value rise so much that people who bought it early wouldn't have to worry about money anymore? The numbers start to look good when we think about how likely it is that getting retired early. David, XRP well known in the XRP community, Lion recently said that people who own the token could become rich as its value goes through the roof. But is it really that likely? The idea that XRP could let buyers retire early depends on a number of possible price results. For instance, if a person owns 1,000 XRP, which is worth $2.20 right now, they would need the goal of $1 million 0 cents. It might not happen, but the price of XRP would have to go up 500 times to $1 0 cents per token. This is because XRP has grown very quickly in the past, and many people thought it would never hit those high points again in 2021. Even though XRP has been having some problems lately, the cryptocurrency market is still mostly about quick trades and new ideas. We have reason to be hopeful. XRP has grown by an amazing 252% in the last year since it was first released. This is a lot more than Bitcoin's growth of 26% in the same time period. Bullify, a well-known cryptocurrency account, sent out an interesting tweet saying that XRP is going to amaze a lot of people. The value of XRP has grown by over 350 times, which has made early adopters and buyers very rich, are spread out all over the chart, which makes it clear that XRP is about to go off the charts. Many people are getting ready for a big change in price, but no one knows when it will happen or how much XRP will go up. We also can't forget about XRP Ripple's most recent deals. I promise that what's going on behind the scenes will completely change everything. XRP is quietly but firmly getting ready to take over. It's becoming clearer every day that XRP could be used all over the world, especially since more standard banks are switching to blockchain-based solutions. So, don't miss the next thing. This could be the best sign of a bull market ever. Bank of America, one of the biggest names in finance, has made it clear that it will accept cryptocurrency funds. The most important change is, as a result, more people will likely use cryptocurrencies. This could be the main reason why XRP's price has been going through the roof since it joined Ripple in 2020. Bank of America has been looking into how blockchain technology could be used in its global banking processes over time.